Hello everyone, welcome back to Rosie Labrina. Welcome to for the viewers. I hope you enjoy watching this and will subscribe to my channel. This is a SakuAtsu version of the Omegaverse Series, and thank you for our support on this channel, especially for the 7,000 subscribers. Just a disclaimer, I only the ideas or the studio. Haikyuu and the characters from the author. Also the songs we imagine and the background are not mine. And now, please enjoy the story. I hope you like it and continue to give your love on this channel.
Disclaimer, BA you might be a bit different from the usual Omegaverse. Let's pretend this is their third years, and they presented already. Atsumu couldn't wait, as he arrived at the camp. He's qualified again, as one of the players to attend All Japan Youth Training Camp. He glanced around, trying to find a certain masked man, who caught his attention for the past 2 years. Oh, Omi. You're here too. Sakusa only looked lazily, then he continued walking, ignoring the man. Hey Omi. Don't ignore me, come on, we're good friends right? Since when did I become your friend? Oh, don't be shy like that, I know we're going to be the best buddy the moment we met. Whatever. Oh, Omi. Actually, Atsumu was a bit anxious coming to this training camp, with no one he knew except for Sakusa. And the thing is, the camp was filled with alpha and his heat was coming near. He took suppressant of course, but something could happen out of plan. Being the only Omega, he had to be conscious all the time. Mia, are you just going to stand there? They told us to gather up. Atsumu jerked and turned to Sakusa, who looked unamused. Right. Thanks Omi. Sakusa knitted his eyebrows as he saw Atsumu was being silent. Don't catch a cold, your germs are going to infect me. Ugh, don't be so mean Omi-kun, I know you care about me. The black-haired man didn't reply and quickly walked away, but he couldn't hide his reddened ears. When they arrived at the gymnasium, Atsumu noticed that they're the latest to come. His face blushed at the thought that maybe Sakusa purposefully waited for him. Atsumu glanced at Sakusa, who was being scolded too. There's no way Omi would do that for me, what am I thinking, haha. Time skip. Isn't it suffocating though? This camp is full of alpha. What are you talking about? We're here for practice. Seh, you're no fun, then, Omiya-kun. Atsumu flinched and pretended to enjoy his meal as he overheard Komori. Yeah. What's up Motoya-kun? Come here, let's chat. I notice you're always alone. Komori, you should have asked first whether he agree or not. It's fine Omi-kun, no big deal. Atsumu reluctantly walked closer while bringing his food tray, then placed it beside Sakusa. Komori widened his eyes and quickly glanced at Sakusa, who unexpectedly didn't seem to mind Atsumu sitting next to him. So, what were you talking about? Oh right. You're an alpha too, right? Isn't it frustrating to be surrounded with alpha's pheromones? Atsumu grimaced a bit and decided to go along with it. His body tended to be more muscular than most Omega, that's why he's mistaken as an alpha almost all the time. Well, it's fine, after all I used a suppressant. You did? Wow, Kihumi, you got yourself a friend. What? You used it too? I don't want to get irritated for no reason just because of the pheromone. Oh, and I'm beta so I'm safe from that. Sakusa squinted his eyes and glanced at Atsumu. But Mia, Atsumu, last year you smelled different than nowadays. Oh, how do I smell? I hadn't presented bow back then. I don't know, but compared to now you almost have no scent at all. Atsumu bit his lips as Sakusa leaned closer to take a whiff of his scent. Oh, Omi, you're too close. Sorry. Komori didn't comment anything as he watched the interaction between the two. I'm just curious, what kind of product did you use? My suppressant isn't that strong, so I still have some sense left. But I can't smell it at all. Of course, an Omega suppressant had a higher dose than an alpha. And especially what Atsumu took also prevented him from pregnancy. It suppressed any scent from coming out and it helped to prevent heat. Well maybe I'll give you the photo of the medicine later, okay? They continued talking, mostly just Komori and Atsumu, with Sakusa kind of glaring at the blunt man. What's wrong Omi? Nothing. Sakusa looked away with knitted eyebrows. It's faint, but he remembered that Atsuma's scent smelled sweet. He blushed at the thought and quickly dismissed it. Time skip. What a pain, why did you pull me here? Atsumu stopped and hid behind the wall. He sneaked a glance and saw Komori with Sakusa. He's actually asked by Komori to meet him at the place. Oh come on Kihumi, we're dying to know your preference. And do I look like I will answer? The blonde man gulped and held his breath. He's a little bit interested with Sakusa's type. Just spill, what kind of person do you like? I don't like annoying people. Atsuma's breath hitched. Was he included to that type of person for Sakusa? He wasn't paying attention until he realized both men were still talking. Hate and Omega. The blonde man's head went blank instantly. He didn't stay any longer and quickly ran away from that place. Atsumu ran while clutching on his shirt. His heart throbbed so much that it hurt. So, Omi didn't like an annoying person? On top of that, he didn't like an Omega. Atsumu didn't know why his tears wouldn't stop. He wiped his eyes and looked down, sobbing, as he tried to calm himself. It's fine, it's not like I like him after all. The image of Sakusa suddenly appeared in his mind. But then, the scene from before reminded Atsumu of reality. It's fine, Tsumu, you can search for another guy, he's just not for you. Time skip. Sakusa glanced at Atsumu, who was practicing across the court. Kihime, your crush is showing. He glared at Komori, who purposely teased him. Shut up, I'm not looking at him. Sakusa blushed as he secretly stole a glance towards the man. He finally realized that lately he's been looking at the man a lot. He noticed even the tiniest details of what Atsumu did. Like Atsumu tended to misplace his socks in the morning, or how Atsumu liked to add a lot of miso soup while eating fish. In short, Sakusa's whipped. Atsumu felt someone was staring at him, so he turned around and met eyes with Sakusa, who was blushing, as he's caught red-handed. But Atsumu quickly looked away, and it made Sakusa a bit sad somehow. Lately the man seemed to be avoiding him a lot, and he didn't know what he did wrong. Kihime, if you like someone, you can't stay silent, you know. What if he's taken by someone, when you're hesitating like this? I know, you don't have to tell me. Sakusa gulped and headed towards Atsumu. He didn't actually care about the second gender, so he didn't mind even if Atsumu was an alpha. Atsumu, can you toss to me? Atsumu only gave him cold shoulders as he gripped the ball in his hands tightly. Can't you find other setter? I'm busy. Sakusa frowned. Atsumu was clearly just practicing by himself. Oh, okay then. Atsumu only watched as Sakusa slowly walking away. He sighed again as he looked down. It's getting hard to ignore the man, as the only thing he could think about was Sakusa. That man continuously visited his dream every night. Even worse, when he's resting, Atsumu was somehow always reminded about the man. I can't do this anymore, what should I do to forget him? Time skip. This is bad. Atsumu panted heavily as he clutched onto his medicine. Earlier, there's an alpha who suddenly went into rut, so they're dismissed from training. It affected him terribly, as now he could feel his preheat was starting. Luckily, he asked his beta roommate to stay away from the room for a while. Why isn't it working? He already took a pill, but somehow it didn't suppress his heat. Atsumu was feeling lightheaded, a familiar heat was creeping inside him. Atsumu. Are you inside? Atsumu's breath hitched. He widened his eyes as he could sense Sakusa standing in front of his door. His first instinct was to open the door and ask the alpha to help him pass through his heat. I am. What's wrong? Your roommate said you looked sick, so are you okay? I don't know you could be so caring, Omi. Sakusa blushed and scratched his neck awkwardly. I thought, maybe you got affected with the pheromone, you're the closest to him after all. Does your medicine working properly? Atsumu snorted and lazily glanced at the pills on the floor. They are, you can go back, thanks for worrying. Sakusa knitted his eyebrows in disbelief. You sounds pained, are you really fine? I am, Omi, please go back to your room. Atsumu, did I say something wrong? Why are you avoiding me? Oh, so you know, it's no big deal, Omi-kun. Please tell me, so I can apologize. The blonde man snorted. It's just me being sensitive after all, not something worth for you to fuss about. It is important. I want to fix it so you won't ignore me anymore. Atsumu blinked at Sakusa's honest words. It made him blush too. What, why are you? Can we talk inside? I have to say something. I can't. Sorry Omi-kun, you can't go in right now. You went into rut after all, right? Let me inform the coach. I am not. Atsumu, although I used a suppressant too, I could smell your scent from outside the door. Wait, an alpha scent doesn't smell like this. I'm not in rut. Sakusa finally realized why Atsumu had a hard time to admit about his condition. You're an Omega. Are you in heat right now? Atsumu shut his eyes and bit his lips. But why did? Sorry, you never said that you're an alpha. I was just assuming. Then, SHT, were you there that time? Yes, I heard all of it. That you hate an Omega. What? No, I didn't say that. Huh? But I clearly heard you. It's my parents. You knew that my parents are both alpha, right? Atsumu went silent. What? Why does it matter anyway? It's not like I like you or something. Oh, you don't, okay. It suddenly went awkward after Atsumu said that. I just want to say that maybe I like you. No, I like you. But you seem to hate me already. I'll leave. Wait on me. Atsumu opened the door and quickly grabbed Sakusa's wrist. The preheat scent hit Sakusa directly, but luckily he's still on suppressant so he could control his mind. The blonde didn't know if it's his heat making him bolder, or it's just him. I like you too. He blushed, then looked down, didn't dare to meet face with Sakusa. You too? Oh, I didn't expect that. Talk about yourself, I thought you were disgusted by me or something. Huh. Why would I? You're glaring at me every day. You thought I didn't notice? Oh, that, I wasn't glaring, I was just looking at you. They both blushed at the realization. But then, I'll go inside again. Wait, Sumu, you didn't answer yet. Sumu. Is that my nickname now? Oh, okay. Answer to what? Do you want to be my boyfriend? Atsumu widened his eyes, then he locked gaze with Sakusa, who looked sincere. But Omi, you said your parents. I'll convince them they won't reject who I love, it'll be okay. Who I love, those 3 words made Atsumu felt fuzzy and warm inside. Or maybe it's just his heat coming. Then, I do. Atsumu completely didn't expect that Sakusa could make such a face. The black-haired man looked so happy that it's weird to see that expression on his face. But you really have to go away from my room, and please tell the coach, my heat is coming near. Sakusa raised his eyebrows confusedly. Why do you ask me to leave? What? Obviously to prevent unwanted things happen, Omi. Sakusa stepped closer to Atsumu. What if I want it? Atsumu gulped and gritted his teeth. It's just your instinct as an alpha, Omi, isn't it too soon for you? Don't you want it too? Of course I do. But the black-haired man frowned and caged Atsumu under his arms. You can't imagine how often I'm dreaming about this. Even when I thought you were an alpha, I swear all I could think was to be your mate. Mate. Omi, we're just dating today. I know, it's too soon for us, but maybe, one day? Well, if you want to. I will, no need to ask twice. Atsumu smiled wide, making Sakusa's heart almost leaped out of its place. Atsumu, can I kiss you? The blonde man cleared his throat and nodded. Sakusa opened his mask and leaned down. It felt amazing, unlike what he thought, when he's thinking about the germs in saliva and stuff. Kissing Atsumu made him felt a spark on his stomach. How is it, Omi? Are you fine with kissing? Sakusa chuckled as Atsumu looked worried about making physical contact with him. He wasn't wrong in choosing a boyfriend. The black-haired man smirked and quietly closed the door, then locked it. Omi? Why are you inside my room? Atsumu, can I do more than just a kiss?
That's all for the SakuAtsu Omegaverse. Don't forget to turn on the notification on my channel for this video. Please subscribe and like the video if you haven't done it yet. See you in the next video.